Hello, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. This is the quarter mile DLC, getting towards the end of that now. This is the final DLC we believe for this game. So there we go. Last time out we were drag tuning this Midnight Blue compact car, and that was relatively straightforward, as has most of it been after my initial forays with the problems at the start of this DLC. It's all gone very clearly. So let's see what's next. By clearly, of course, I mean sort of fairly straightforwardly. Okay, that's a horrible looking coloured van. 16 seconds, 22 grand. Oh, who designed that colour? Right, okay, let's see how fast it goes down now. Just to guess, what, 16 seconds, 16.1. Let's see how fast it is before we do anything to it. Alright. And so 20 grand's basically enough for everything but wheels. But I've probably got enough money to put wheels on if I needed wheels. It's particularly well balanced, this DLC, but you know, it'll do. So we need to knock 3.5 seconds roughly off. So let's have a quick look at my inventory. Let's sell all this stuff from previous jobs. Oh, does it tell you your money there out of interest? I don't really noticed that. Oh, it tells you money in the bottom right, bottom left hand corner, look. Never noticed that before. 78 grand. Is that on? It's always on this right click menu. Wow, I've never noticed that. Just as I'm coming to the end of like 40 hours of playing this game. Okay, so we can definitely afford everything we need, whether or not it comes in within the budget of the vehicle. Now, as of yet, none of the vehicles have needed fixing, just tuning, so all the parts have all been fine. And that doesn't seem to have changed at all. Nothing looks particularly degraded. So I'll go right ahead and assume everything's fine. And get into the last few invoices in this DLC, one assumes that they might start throwing extra weirdness at you, so I should watch out for that. That's what I meant to do. I opened the engine up. I meant to see what sort of engine it's got. It's just a normal 4-cylinder engine. So let's just get all the stuff. Catalytic converter, clutch bits, cylinder head, yeah, could be great. I won't bother with the manifold just yet, but I'll get all the exhaust stuff. Oh, it's bound to... might as well get the exhaust as well. Did I buy a middle? I've already forgotten. Exhaust pipe rear, fuel pump, ignition module, wires, middle muff, muffler rear, sparkies, yeah. 2, 3, 4, and a throttle. Alright, that covers most of it. Let's go and put it on the car and see where we're at. Okay. No engine cover like that. I wonder if that's just 'cause it's a work vehicle. The van never has one, I'm not quite sure. Often tatty cars arrived without the engine cover, and for that I salute them. I'm sure you can tell the engine cover is very useful, performs a vital function. But for instance, I can't tune the car up without it. I mean, it seems a little bit excessive to me. Alright, just taking the engine off. Reverse polarity, put it all back on. The shiny shine. Yeah, fancy red spark plugs. No one will ever see again until they're serviced. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I keep wondering why I can't put the wires straight on, but that's because I've always forgotten I have to put this module on first. Nice red shiny module. Red for super. Yeah, filter of course. Multi-volt-air. I guess if I was on Yogscast I'd have released Balti as a song, much like the Badger song, if you've any awareness of that in the UK. Probably not if you're not in the UK. Badger. Yes, but it's very similar, but with Balti instead of Badger, and probably alluding to the fact that Balti is also a well-known curry dish. Not that I'm a huge fan of curry, but you know, it's around. I live in Manchester, so you know, lots of curry here. We have the Curry Mile, as it's called, in Russia, where theoretically is a mile of curry shops. Okay, so that's the engine-y bits done. That's their official term, yes, the engine-y bits. So I think it's a two-wheel drive. Oh, that looks like it. Oh no, it's exhaust. It's not a drive shaft. Fear not. Oh yes, I have to take the wheel off before I take the axle off. Baby steps. Getting ahead of myself. Alright, and now we can have Thaxel. Bolt it there. And then the right hand side. Really good. Alright. Right, so that's that done. Now we need to raise it up. Oh well, we don't have to raise it up to do the clutch, of course. I do have to take off the starter motor though. The hidden around the back, oft forgotten starter motor. So I can do that, and then I can swap the clutch straight out. I don't have to worry about putting it up on its blocks. I don't need to do that if it was a four-wheel drive, and I had to take off the rear wheels, and then I'd have to take some sort of drive axle out from the back that linked the back to the front. None of that required. Yeah. You'd think if we were doing up a work van like this, you know how you often have strange, incongruous looking vehicles made to go fast. They're usually wicked paint jobs or decals on them. And this thing doesn't really cut it as a drag racing, you know, excitement vehicle, because it's just a horrid shade of diarrhea brown. I mean, it almost glows with putrescence. It's really quite ugly. Still, the customer knows what they want. And to be honest, in the UK, all vans are white generally, because that's just how it is. That's not true. Right, so I can put the axles and the front wheel back on, actually. Yeah, look at that. Efficiency. And I can probably afford to replace these wheels, so I won't bother yet. I'll sort of stick to the job amount, roughly. I mean, if I'm struggling to get it down the track, believe me, the first thing I'll do is start spending extra money there. I'll stop caring straight away about any semblance of keeping it real, inverted commas. Because when the going gets tough, I just like to get it done, to be honest. I'm not really bothered about getting tough or working hard. Let's just get it done. Okay, so that's that. Now I do need to rise it up to get at the exhaust. Assume we've bought the right bits of the exhaust, of course. Did I buy a cat? I'm sure I bought a cat. If I was good at post-editing, at this point we'd hear a short meow. I do have a cat, so theoretically she could be recorded. But anyway, post-editing techniques are young and hardly formed. Much like my thoughts this morning. Brain's a little bit soggy. Oops. Alright, so there we go. Oh yeah, there's the cat. Oh, I've said this before, but when I'm underneath the car, you start taking all these bits of exhaust off. It feels like you're going forever. It's like, how much of this thing is there? Surely this car is 14 times as long underneath than it is on top. Right, okay, so I've bought a muff, so I might as well fit it, so I have to put it down for that. Not literally putting it down, as in, you know, but I mean, its colour almost makes me want to do that. Right, anyway, enough chat about nonsense. Although, having said that, that means I shouldn't speak about anything, because it's nearly all nonsense. Maybe I should call it Nonsense Gaming, this channel. Waffle chat. Waffle games. Okay, do I need to do this as well? No. Awesome. Quick flick of the switch, and the ridiculously shiny manifold goes back on. Look at that, I can see the past in that, it's so reflective. Yeah. Right. Oh. Bolty. Okay, that's the incessant bolting of the manifold done. Now let's go and bolt some bits onto underneath so it doesn't sound like a drag racer, which is sort of ironic. Alright, piece number 1. This is where I found out I did forget to buy a piece of the exhaust, but it's not far to the shop, luckily, and they do deliver oh so instantly. It's like Amazon Prime, but even better, without the worry. Well, I assume, I haven't looked into the ethics of the shop on this particular game. I'm assuming, as it's a game, that the workers aren't held to be in too bad conditions. There's lots of pressure this Christmas. It's recorded in December 2014. Lots of pressure not to use Amazon for a gifting, because obviously they've got wish lists and they make it really easy because of the way they treat their workers. Workers are often on 0 hours and driven basically like slaves to achieve difficult objectives. It all sounds very bad. Also, in this country, Amazon don't pay their tax. We've got several problems with large companies not paying their tax in this country. Amazon being one of them. Anyway, enough of the rant. Rant it is. I just feel like I've been ill. Right, let's tune it. Oh, I forgot to put some wheels on or something. Oh no, it's going to be the starter motor, isn't it? So it's the thing I currently forget. I even mentioned it at the start. I took it off. The oft-forgotten starter motor tucked around the back. On the V6 model of the engine in this game, it's around the front, so it's a bit more obvious when you're replacing stuff that you've forgotten to put it on. Now, assuming I have to put the boot lid down, I'll accept that. It's the strange dog barking room. Right, now it's the excitement of this... I want a little bit more out of it. The excitement of this mini game. Oh, it's making it worse. And oh, bottom. I thought I had it. Alright. Almost. There we go. So just, you don't need to do this bit, but for interest's sake, to see how much effect we've had of its 75 power. So how many oomphs we've added. That's almost double, so like 80%, 90%, 70%. Awesome. Right, let's go and stick down the drag track. I needed 16.1. 16.1, I believe, is the time to beat. Let's see what we've got. Sounds more meaty rather than a doll. I think I need to adjust the wheel mirrors. All I can see is blur. Oh, again there, 16 point. No, we're still a good second and a half out. Well, I've just remembered one of the pieces that I haven't added. I'm guessing looking at my inventory will be fairly obvious. Usually I've got too many bits in here to see. Oh, of course, yeah, but the fuel pump, of course. I don't think it's going to give us a second on the track, but as we bought it, we might as well pop it in. It makes me wonder whether there's something on this car that needs fixing rather than just tuning, which would, like I was saying at the start, be a bit of a novelty, so it'd be nice for them to be a bit more interesting, these jobs. And now I should be careful what I ask for, because perhaps that's what's happening. I'm not sure how a fuel pump and possibly some wheels would necessarily make that much difference, so I'm slightly perplexed. Make a quick test of the Obdub, just to see if there's anything obvious that stands out afterwards. Alright, that's that done. There we go. So now when we look at the engine and use show parts, it should show us anything which is less than optimal. And look at it, it's all green. I can't see around here, but I suppose they're all the bits we've added actually, to be fair. So if we're going to examine conditions just for... oh, I actually have to double click on things. Yeah, 90%. 86%, but I have gone on the assumption that anything that's in green is as good as, you know, improving something from 80 to 100% shouldn't make any difference. If it's green, it's good. Alright. Get rid of that 'cause it's a bit frustrating. The wheels, that's right, I was going to put some extra wheels on the front. See if we can make them go round and round. It's a Revton van, is it? I think it's a Revton van. Revton van. 2 of them. I'm going on the slight assumption that as it's a front wheel drive, the engine in the game itself won't make any difference if the rear wheels are being changed. Theoretically, you only need to change the ones that are driving the car forwards. And the others will make a bit of a difference, but not as much as these. The power's going down through these, so it makes more of a difference. That's my feeling. I don't know anything about drag racing. I don't know much about mechanics or cars. So there's a fair bit of assumpting going on. Right. Okay. I'm not sure it's worth tuning it for the extra 1% that the fuel pump gave us. Well, let's see if that has made a significant difference. Alright, that felt like a fast takeoff. There we go, made all the difference. Fair enough. So basically almost everything apart from the rear wheels, which is we've done on several jobs so far. Anyway, there we go, that was how to get this horrible looking Revton van down the track in under 16 seconds without being overly sick at its colour. Thanks very much for watching. We've got 2 more of these I think, so see you in the next one, and have fun till then. Goodbye.